Hello, hello. Just a little early here. I have out the things that you're going to need for your card right here, so we're going to wait a few minutes. So if you have comments and you know how to do that, let's try that. So if you have comments, I think I'm supposed to turn this down. Okay, swipe to the left, swipe to the right. Swipe to the left, swipe to the right. Is this it? Nope. Oh, now I see how to share. Comments on. Okay. It would be great if someone would comment, but I think I'm the only one here right now. So it's really hard to say. Yer Yang is here. Hello, Yer. I'm glad to see you tonight. How you doing? Oh, 3 people. Who's the other person? I know Tom is one because I'm signed on to his Facebook. Yer is here, and I bet you Kitty, my mom, is the 3rd one. Oh, Jan's here. Oh, God, how am I going to do this with glasses and not glass? Hi, Jan. So again, here are the things that you're going to need, and I will go through them too when I think it's time. Who knows? Let's see. You know, I'm going to need to get a clock. I keep saying that every week. It's, Colleen, you need a clock. Well, let's just say hello, everybody in Facebook land. This is Colleen Ciascio in the Crafty Basement. And in the past, well, since January, but not real consistent, but more consistent since October, we have been doing a mystery card. Well, I think starting tonight and going into the future, we're going to call it Make a Card Monday. I'll still be posting the things that you need, but I'm going to show you a picture of what it is beforehand so that you can decide what kind of sentiments and things like that you would like to do. Tonight we're going to be making a tower card, and here's one that I've made already. We'll come back to the tower card, meaning it stands up like this. This is probably really bad, but it will also fold into to an envelope that you can send it. This one's a Christmas card. I'm making a different Christmas card tonight, but this I'm going to feature in my monthly Christmas card class as a choice that you'll be able to make. Oh my gosh, I just think it is adorable. So that's what we'll be making tonight. It's called a tower card because it stands up like a tower. Woohoo! So what you're going to need to make this card is you're going to need to make the inside piece here. That's called the tower. And to do that, you're going to need a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece of cardstock that's scored at, well, I put it this way, at 1, 2, 3, 4, which leaves a little bit of a 1/4 of an inch at the end here, and that's what's gonna, we'll put that together to make a square. And Kitty Mama, you will notice that your tower is already made for you. I just thought I'd save you that headache. So then we'll need sides for this tower, and you need 4 of those. And of course, I picked mine to match my cardstock, which is probably a good idea. And you know, Stampin' Up! Is great about matching. Huh. So you need those at 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So that's the sides of your tower. You're also going to need DSP, Designer Series paper. It says to cut 4, oops, here they are, at 1 1/2 by 4. So 1 1/2 by 4, you're going to need 4 of those. And you know, we're double-sided here. Ooh, I'm gonna have a hard time deciding. Anyway, then you're also gonna need 4 at, here they are, 2.5 by 4. You know, on this one, I used all different colors, but where am I going to write it? Where am I going to write my sentiment or hello? So I decided to make one of those 2.5 by 4s into a piece of white cardstock. And that's 2.5 by 4. So you can write Merry Christmas, I love you, and all that other good stuff. Oh, and here's mine here that I've kind of pre-done my stamping. Okay, then scraps and decorations for sentiments. I have one that says, wishing your family health and happiness throughout the coming year, thinking of you this festive season, and then Merry Christmas. I also have cut out from the, I don't even know, but it's in the mini catalog for the fall and holidays. Little decorations here. We've got a couple of snowflakes and a ornaments. And what I thought I would do, well, on this one you're not, but you see how I put it on white? Those are on white, but on the background that I'm using, which is here, it's pretty busy. So Mama, you should listen to this because this is important. Well, we'll get back to it. But because my DSP is like really busy, and if I put this ornament on here, it kind of gets lost. I decided I'd cut out some white pieces just to kind of bring that out. Just saying, you don't have to do it, but there it is. So Mama, you're going to get to, Mama is my mother. She's going to get to pick whatever kind of way she wants to decorate. So let's see if we have anyone else. Oh, we've got Jan and Yer again. Hi guys, and hi Kitty. How are you all doing? So that is our things that we need. I know there's a word for it. I'm not going to worry about it. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your, oh, dimensionals. I'm like, what is that white piece? You're going to take your 4.25 by 4.25 that you scored, and you're going to, I really thought I had a bone folder tonight. And I was like so proud of myself, bad. It looks like I don't have it. Anyway, you're going to take those and you're going to burnish, which means just folding on the fold and then taking your thumbnail or a bone folder, or you could take a, you know, part of a pen, and you're just reinforcing those score lines so that they become nice and square. So now you have it all kind of going into a square. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put adhesive down this part here, and then rather than try to go like this and try to line everything up, I'm going to show you a cool way to do it. So I am going to be using just a snail adhesive, or I guess it's just called a double-sided tape runner. Okay. You're supposed to use that and get stuff on it, but anyway. So basically, after you put your adhesive on this little quarter of a piece, if you fold, keep the, on your left-hand side, keep the glued 1/4 inch, and then you're going to fold that down once. So you have one section here, and then your 1/4 inch here. Then you're going to take this fold, and you're basically just going to hold it down here. So you kind of like put it together, and when you open it up, ta-da, you have a square, and it's all perfectly lined up, and it's so much easier than trying to, oh my goodness, how does this go? I don't get it. So anyway, that's just a little tip for you. Okay, so once you get your tower done, which I know my mama has it done because she is a rock star, and actually I got it ready for her earlier. So that's just fine. We have the same people, and that's great. So we're going to take our 4 pieces. Oh, it was so funny. I have to tell you. Mama says to me, oh, I see you put out the things that I needed for my card tonight. She goes, but where's your base piece? The part that turns into a card. And I said, aha, you're not going to need that this night because you're going to make a special card. Wah-ha-ha. So anyway, here comes the part where we're putting together the base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put adhesive on this part of my card. I'm using the tape runner tonight, and I basically going to then put glue here on 1/4 of the tower, one side. You're going to flatten it out and put it on the right side. Then I'm going to take one of the base cards and I'm going to line it up with the fold there. And I'm telling you, you want to leave a little bit of an extra, little bit of line before the fold, just to make the card easier to work. So right now you have something that looks like this. So it kind of looks like this. It has the fold line here, and the card here, and we're ready to go on to the next. So we're basically going to then take your card and fold underneath, and we're going to then add adhesive. Oops, that didn't go on very straight. To the other, again, we're always going to be working on the right panel. We're going to take another piece of our base and we're going to adhere it on. We're going to be careful to leave a little bit of space so that the card will fold and rotate properly. Okay, now we have 2 parts of our card. So we have this part and this part. You know, if I had been thinking ahead, which I wasn't, I would have, see how it shows white? I mean, that's how it is. I would have had a sponge in the middle here on these creases, because that would kind of hide what's going on here. But I didn't. So again, we're here, we're gonna close it again, and we're gonna have another 2 panels, and we're gonna put tape or glue onto this side here. I like it. I know people like it when I ask this, but so Mama, if you understand what I'm saying and what's going on, stamp on the floor so that I know that you're understanding what's going on. Okay, so again, I put my adhesive on the right panel. I'm going to take my base card, base piece. I'm going to adhere it almost to the corner, or not the corner, whoops, and I really put a lot of space between there. Ooh. Here's another hint for you. If you do that and you want to bring it up, you got to go and kind of warm up that adhesive, and you're kind of huffing on it is what, and that kind of brings it up so that it comes up. Woo. Now it's a little bent, but we'll get over that. Okay, we're going to put that on again. Now you know, take it off, do a little, if you lose liquid glue, you wouldn't have that problem because, okay, so now we have 3 sides. We have 1, 2, 3, and remember how I told you, always use it on the right? Well, we're up to the last panel here, and it's not going to be on the right, it's going to be on the left. So how about a little stamping, Mama, so I know that you are catching on and doing well. All right, that stamping, that sounds so good. Okay, so again, we're going to put our adhesive down. I'm going to take our card, and we're going to, ooh, I hope this is right, and I'm pretty sure it is. I don't think I ever paid attention to what I was doing. Here we go. Okay, so now we have the base of our tower card. Yay! Done. Now, we kind of have to decide how we're decorating it, because once you have your card base done, then you got to decorate it. Okay, so what I'm basically, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take one of my, I have, these kind of look like suckers, don't they? Or not suckers, but candies that are all wrapped up. I'm going to put my candy base on first. Oh, look at the back. So you can get to choose between the back and the front. I'm going to use the red part because I think that's pretty. But if you just like, I guess I'm talking to my mama, but if you like the other side rather than the other, you don't have to use just the same color each time. You can coordinate your card and I'll show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to put glue on the back, and I'm going to put it in the middle of my card base.
Slow down just a little bit.
Okay. So here we go here. And now I've adhered that. What you could do too is lay out your 4 panels and decorate them and then put it together. But this one I've decided to do here. And what I was saying about using different sides of the DSP, or not using the same. You see on here I have this gorgeous, oh my God, gorgeous paper here. And when you turn it around, that's white. Same on the gorgeous paper. Oh, but here, I put the gorgeous paper here, and this is the back side of that gorgeous paper. So I didn't always use this pattern. You can see here I put the white for the sentiment. I just love this paper. But here again, I use this. This is a different one. But here again is the same. And here again is different. So each one of those panels is different. So you can decide and make this totally your own. So now if you notice, I took one of the Designer Series papers, the DSPs, and I added glue. I'm going to do that one more time. Well, not one more. We're going to do it again here. So one of my glues was working, and it wasn't this one. I think I'll put that off to the side. Here we go. So we're going to put the glue here. And we're going to adhere this here. Trying to make it equidistant from all of the edges. I think it's time to add one of these. No, it's not. Not time yet. And you see this glue is going to drive me crazy. I probably should just put something else down. I know. I'll put this down. There we go. Okay. Yay, it's not going to bug me anymore. So I'm going to turn it here. And I think what I'm going to do here is put my white panel. And I decorated it up. I don't really like to do a lot of stamping on these Monday nights, but it may change if I do this one that I want to do. But I like to have everything kind of done ahead of time. So I'm going to put glue on my greeting page, I'm going to call it. And adhere this to the middle. And then I have one more panel to do. And again, I'm not going to change it up. I probably should have done it opposite the white. So I should have done it here, but I didn't. And it's not going to bug me. Well, maybe just a little bit of a bug, but that's okay. I really do like the colors in this Designer Series paper. Here, let me straighten this out. So here we go in the middle. Oopsie. So there I have that. Pretty excited. Ooh, I add the ring to this side. I didn't realize I would be showing my hands. Of course I knew that, but I moved my ring from this finger to this finger. I know you're so excited about that. So we're here this now. Now I have this side cut, but I'm thinking I like the red because it's really bringing out the red here. So now with these 1.5 inch by 4, we're gonna adhere them onto this little panel on this side. So if I'm still going fast, just let me know and I will slow down. But basically, this card is an easy card. It has a lot of cutting to do and a lot of prep, but not a lot. It's just more, you guys don't know how many times I cut pieces of paper and find out that I've cut the wrong pieces. And in fact, when I was researching this card and making sure that I had the right dimensions, because it's been often that I write down the wrong dimensions, people change the dimensions of their card. So I was looking it up and it says, oh, this piece should be 2 1/4 and this one should be blah, 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 blah. Well, it turns out that their original base piece was a different size than mine and their dimensions were different. So I'm having a cow. This was, I guess it was yesterday night or afternoon, yesterday afternoon on a Sunday. And I'm having this cow because I'm like, oh my God, I just cut out a whole bunch of paper. After I cut the paper, then I decided to put the card together. Something tells me next time, well, I don't know if I'm ever going to learn this because I haven't yet. But to make a card first and then cut out the panels, or then cut out the pieces of paper. So as you see, to turn this, you just like that. You like that sound effect? I kind of like that sound effect. Waha. So I'm still putting on glue on my smaller piece, and I'm going to put it down here. You can choose whichever side you want. Duh. I think I said that already. So this coming weekend, I'm having my Christmas card class. If you're loving to come, because my cards are cute, go to my website, The Crafty Basement, so thecraftybasement.com. You can see the offerings of this month. And then, you know, give me a yell out tomorrow, because tomorrow would be tomorrow's Tuesday the 19th, would be the very latest, because I would have to cut all the cards for you. You would choose 2, and then you make 5 of each of those cards. This is not for this month. This is for November, because we're in October now. In case you didn't know, we're in October. So that's for November. But one of the cards we made last time, one of the times, the one with the, oh my gosh, you open it up and it had the 4 little panels. I'll get up and get it as soon as I'm done putting down this last piece onto this thing. And I'll know that Mom's ready when she stamps on the ground, so I'm not too late. So here is my last piece going on here. So remember, this is the place where you're going to be like writing, "Dear Aunt Josie, I love you so much. Love, your name." Of course, you would put your name. So if you go up on YouTube, I have most of my Facebook Lives up on Facebook, but this is one of my offerings, a little polar bear, and when you open it up, ta-da, it has that adorable little things here, and I cut those out and put them in there. So this will be one of the offerings for this weekend. And if you really like this card and you want to make one like it, and you don't have time to come on Saturday, check out my YouTube channel where I have a lot of my Facebook Lives. I haven't done them all because I'm lazy. Yes, I admit it. Okay, so here we have our card all ready to go. Who else is here? I'll look at those. Oh, Beth is here, and I see Jan still sticking in there, and Yura's still here. Ooh, Yura says it's beautiful. You know what? Your picture, you know, your little picture that shows that it's you is really beautiful too. I really like that. And Beth, it looks like that's your daughter's graduation picture. Okay, now that we have this part decorated, comes the fun part. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to now, I have these words, thinking of you, and then I have a Merry Christmas, and then I have this that I thought was cool. Ooh. Of course I thought it was cool, or I wouldn't have done it. So, let me see. I'm going to take this side that has a sentiment, and I'm going to pretend that it's this. Oops. I'm going to go 2 over. 1, 2, and that's going to be the front of my card. And I'm going to put, oh boy, thinking of you this festive season. Oh, and if I had been thinking, I could have backed this up with the same color, but because it is a little busy, but it's not too bad. You can pop these up on dimensionals if you'd like. I think I sent some upstairs. These are those little ones that I keep always having, these little ones and not any of the bigger ones. I should ask Beth. Hey Beth, do you like the big ones or the little ones the best? Oh, you should repeat your YouTube every time you mention for new people. Oh, great idea, so that people know. You're right. You sound just as helpful as my son. Brian's always giving me little tips. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. I put the dimensionals on the back. It raises it up a little bit, which it definitely helps having that little bit hanging off there. So there we have that one. Then on this side, I'm going to put this sideways on here. That was the Paper Pixie made one of these cards. I think it was her YouTube that I was watching and freaking out because her dimensions were different. Oh my God. And she had the sideways and I was like, ooh, that's so cool. So I'm going to put this sideways on here. Oh, Saturday I have my Christmas card class, but then Yura and her family is going to come over and we're going to have a Mexican feast while I'm making, well, they're going to make tacos and then burritos a la chipotle. So I really like that chipotle. Okay, so here I've got on the front, wishing you and your family happiness, and then here, and then on this one, I'm going to put, what am I going to put? I know I'm going to put this on here, and I think I'm going to put, I don't like the green. I think I'll put my I don't like that one either. I wish I had red. No, I don't. Do I want, I would put the snowflake on here, but there's no snowflakes anywhere else, so I'm not going to use that. I think I'm going to go back to the green one. So instead of, well, maybe I'll pop them both up. See the double-sided? Cut that out, and the other side had that cute pattern too. Let's get these dimensionals on the back. So holiday season is fast approaching. Do you know that it is the middle of October already? And my front garden still hasn't been weeded since Mother's Day. Whoa. So I have, it's kind of one of these things. Well, do I do it now and weed it? Get rid of all those weeds so I don't have more to deal with in the spring? Or do I clean it up now and clean it up again in the spring? Oh boy, what a dilemma. Okay, try to get this in the middle. Well, as they say, good enough for horseshoes. And I am going to double put this up. Let's hope that I can do it okay. So how about you? I know that you're a gardener for sure. Do you guys clean your garden up in the fall so that it's less cleaning in the spring? And Jan, your flower garden, oh my gosh, what do you do with yours? You guys put them to bed. I don't remember what I do. I usually do, I do the least amount possible. Okay, we're gonna do this here. Ooh, you know what I'm thinking? If I had another thing, I think I would put it across the front, but of course I'm not gonna be doing that. So my card, is it done? No, I haven't Merry Christmas yet. Ooh, nope, too big. Where am I gonna put that? Well, I have an extra one. Maybe I'll put it sideways here. Across the top, sideways here. I think I'll put it sideways here. Whoops. And then the question is, maybe y'all can help me. I put my reading sideways. Ugh, I don't know if I like that. Where you can see it. I think I'm going to move that. Remember the huffing. Nope, it's ripping. Not going to do that. Well, I should have thought this out a little bit more, but that's okay. So we've got words, words, pretty ornament, no words. So I think what I'm going to do is, ooh, maybe I'll fold it in half here and put it across there. What do you guys think? I don't know. Oops, can't fold that. Let me fold this in half. And then I'm going to put half on one side. Oh, I folded it different, folded it the wrong way. Oh, I'm so glad this is not for a class that I'm doing live. It's just a Facebook Live. It'll go down in infamy. Last week at the early part of my Facebook Live, I called Tom something like I can't say it again because I'll have to erase it. But he goes, now everybody in the world knows that you call me blah, 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 blah. It's like, don't worry, honey, I can erase that part. He says, good, I'll be glad. So, okay. So here I am going to put this back on, go at a side. And I don't know if anybody out there has done that before. So let's close that and give it a squish. Ooh, and look, I'm looking up along here and going, I wonder if your tower could be a little bit less than 4 1/4, just so you don't have issues like this and have to trim it. You like it on the side. I agree with you. Thanks, Yer, for the interaction. That's great. I love it. Okay, so here we are. Here we are. Oops. Well, I didn't quite get it in there. Hopefully that'll work. So what was I saying? I was talking about the garden. Oy vey. Okay. And I actually decorated the front of my house for the fall, our house. I was so excited when we drove through Vermont, and a lot of houses had these beautiful big mums and hay bales and pumpkins and more mums and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, I want to do that. So I did. I went to the farmer's market and got 2 gorgeous hanging mums, but you can take off the hangers and then you'd still have this big, beautiful mum plant for half of the price of one that was in a pot. So I'm like, yeah, I win. And then they had these great things that weren't corn husks, but they had these things hanging off that's like a horsetail, but it was like with little berries or something, and they were so cool, and I think I want to keep them because I don't think they'll rot, or somehow use them as an indoor decoration. They're just so cute, so amazing. So the front of my house is all decorated and I'm all excited. So anyway, just saying. Okay, so here we have the card. We are all done. I haven't used these, but maybe we can do it another one. So you can fold this down. How would you do that? Like this. So this would fit into a regular envelope, of which I don't have. I was going to use one. Maybe this is it. Nope, don't have one, but it will. Here's another card so we can show you the size. It'll fit into a regular envelope, which is amazing, and it's so cool. Thinking of you this festival season, wishing you and your family, blah, blah, blah. Here we have Merry Christmas, and you can just write, hey, this is a great card. You put your time into the card, and you don't have to write one of those letters. Just say, thinking of you. And that's what I'm doing now, guys. I am thinking of you. So I'm excited. By Friday, I'll have, I say Friday because I work on it on Thursday. I will have the information about the card for next week. And remember, I'm changing my card, the name of my cards, from Monday Mystery Card to Make a Card Monday. And that'll always be at 7:30 so that my husband has time to go to yoga. I love you, Tom, and I want to make sure that you are happy because you keep me happy. And I will see you on Saturday. And Jan, I love you a lot. And Beth, I love you too. Yay. Have a good night. Bye-bye now. You can't turn your phone when you're recording. Well, I should be done.